9 News Plus weather sponsored by Carrier Colorado. The future of home comfort is here.
Hey, happy Tuesday, and thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and the sun's back out. The temperatures not quite as warm as what you might expect for the final week of the month of March, but you know what? We are on an upward trajectory, both in terms of those temperatures and also the overall forecast looks pretty nice. Lots of sunshine in store over the next few days. A couple of blips in there, especially for the high country, but for the most part, a pretty nice forecast shaking on out for us here along the Front Range in particular. This is a look at Lookout Mountain, where still see a little bit of that snow that fell yesterday on North Table Mountain, off in the distance in the near ground. Golden, that snow has melted on off there in Golden, and just a few high clouds overhead. We did have a little bit of patchy fog in northeast Colorado earlier on this morning, but looking absolutely gorgeous up here into the high country. This is the Eisenhower Johnson tunnels on the right, Loveland ski area on the left, and bluebird conditions in store if you're lucky enough to be skiing up in the high country on this Tuesday. So the sun's back. It is chilly today, but a lot warmer than yesterday. By the way, our official high yesterday in Denver, it was at DIA, just 32 degrees. Downtown it looked like it was about 35, 36. Our average high for this week is around 60 degrees. So we were about 25 to 30 degrees below average yesterday. Today, we're only about 10 degrees-ish below average in terms of those high temperatures. By the way, we did drop down to 14 degrees this morning. That is pretty cold for the last week of the month of March. But again, much warmer temperatures ahead. And speaking of those temperatures rebounding, look at that for us in Denver, already up to 40 degrees. But then again, you get into some of those valley floors like Kremling and Gunnison, single digits at this hour. We did drop below zero in a few spots earlier on this morning. Some of those lower kind of those valley floors, including Gunnison, Saguache at 27 right now, and 36 at Telluride. HD Doppler radar, what you're seeing there in northeast Colorado, there's all that fresh snowpack. We picked up as much as a foot of snow on the northeastern plains. Fort Collins, 8, 9, 10 inches of snow yesterday. Impressive snowfall totals for us into northeast Colorado, but that snow will probably melt off throughout the day today. In fact, we'll probably be left with maybe another day or two of this snowpack out there in northeastern Colorado because it's going to warm up so quickly, and that'll help melt off some of that snowfall. Lots of sunshine overhead, a few high clouds for western Colorado, west of the divide, but that not a big deal. Again, showing you those temperatures, and also for us in southeast Colorado for our day today, do have a red flag warning, mostly from Highway 50 on south, and for tomorrow, fire weather watch. That does include Pueblo and Colorado Springs. So of course, avoid anything with an outdoor spark. No outdoor burning today, tomorrow, and probably that'll last into Thursday as well. It's not until Friday that we get some cooler temperatures and a bit more moisture into the atmosphere. For today, we'll top out somewhere around 50 degrees here in Denver, partly sunny skies. It is colder, but a lot better than yesterday. Should be okay for most outdoor activities mid-afternoon or so. For tonight, upper 20s for those low temperatures, seasonally chilly, and that sunset, by the way, getting later and later, 7:19 p.m. We're about a week and a half away from our first 7:30 sunset of the year. For tomorrow, mid-50s for us, so about 5 degrees warmer tomorrow compared to today, mostly sunny conditions, and it is again probably notably warmer with those highs closer, but still not quite at our seasonal average, about 60 degrees. Some spots in the southeast plains could get up close to 70 degrees for a day tomorrow. And to the high country, you got another bluebird day on tap. We're looking at 40s for even those 9,000 foot elevation locations like Leadville, and well, Leadville's at 10,000 feet, but Vail, Winter Park, and Steamboat, again, those ski resort areas in the mid to upper 40s for tomorrow. Now, our next storm system arrives on Thursday, and you can see it here. That'll bring some fairly widespread snow. Now, the thing to know with this one, this is a fast-moving system, so this will arrive on Thursday, and by the time we get to Friday morning, the snow pretty much done. We'll hold on to a few snow showers through the day on Friday, first half of the day, and then it'll be over and done with. Snowfall totals not looking too impressive from this storm system. I would say a widespread 3 to 6, 4 to 8 inches worth of snowfall above 7,000 feet in elevation. For us here along the Front Range, it looks a bit too warm for much, if any, snowfall at this point. I would say we're probably going to stay on the rain side of things from this next storm here in Denver, and that's if we get any moisture. It looks like the majority of that system will stay off to our north and west, but we could mix with a little bit of snow. So again, Friday, yeah, we do have the chance for at least a little bit of snowfall, but it doesn't look all that impressive at this point. Saturday and Sunday, temperatures rebound back into the 60s for us here along the Front Range. Looking absolutely gorgeous this weekend. Another slim rain chance early next week. Otherwise here, folks, it looks dry for the next 7 days and not nearly as cold as it was yesterday and the day before. So, you know what? Last week of March, first week of April, I don't have to tell a lot of you who've been here for, say, 5 or more years, this is a notably very active time of the year for us here along the Front Range. So to get those, again, fairly tranquil forecast, we'll take it here along the Front Range. Although, again, we could certainly, getting to the point now, we could probably use a little bit of rain or snow here into the Denver area. Since the start of the year, Denver average temperature, this is based on Central Park statistics, 30.6 degrees, and that is our coldest start to a year since 1979. So 40 plus years since it's been this cold for this long here in Central Park. Pretty impressively cold for this long of a time period here in the Denver area. And so far this month in Denver, we're at about 35.5 degrees so far this month. That makes it our coldest March to date since 2019 and one of our coldest Marches in recent memory. So going back to really the start of December, it's been a very chilly winter. We've been locked into this trophy pattern. What I mean by that, kind of frequent areas of low pressure. You've probably noticed it's been a cloudier than usual winter as well as March. And again, that has helped keep those temperatures on the lower side of things for a fairly consistent period. We've had a fairly snowy winter as well, especially in the high country. And even for us here along the Front Range, we've had a fairly snowy winter, all things considered. But that should hopefully give you a good idea about what to expect as we head over the next few days. Again, no real big highlights for us here along the Front Range, other than the fact that we do get those temperatures back into the 60s for Thursday. Then by Friday, we do cool things down with a little bit of rain or snow possible. Doesn't look like a big deal. Then we warm right back up for the weekend, and maybe a little bit more rain or snow early next week. Meteorologist Danielle Grant will have an update for you coming up at 9 News at noon, as well as at 2 p.m. here on 9 News Plus. Then Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin's in at 4 and 5, and then Meteorologist Greg Perez will be in at 6, 9, and 10 tonight on the 9 News family of networks. Once again, I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.